Welcome Aries to Finally Found Tarot 1111. Today we're going to do your weekly reading. This will be from the 13th to the 20th, and this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aries. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself. Toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you. That's okay. Check out the Moon, Rising, and Venus placements in the videos that correspond with that to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to the video, this is the right time for you. That being said, I am going to use a singing bowl here. As I do so, I ask you to take that deep breath in, exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That's going to help balance your energy, set your intentions, and bring them into the reading. If you are new or returning to the channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for the likes, shares, and subscriptions. It means so much to me to see the channel growing. Know that the messages are resonating is huge, so thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Right, Aries, let's get started. Peace, love, health, and wealth. I did draw a Celtic cross out here with some clarifiers, and then I did grab some oracle messages. We're going to start with the oracle messages first and then jump right into the tarot reading. Right now we have nature here. What a beautiful card out for you. If you could take a look at the picture there for a sec, it's quite beautiful. It says, ground yourself, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elemental here. So this is all about getting grounded, Aries. Reconnecting with our earthly selves, getting out there, appreciating love, but I feel like right now, if you're going to be making a decision or anything, this is a call for you to take a step out in nature before you make that step or that decision. Either you need the clarity of mind that time in nature will bring you. You need to release some stress and become, more calm and grounded before you can move forward in something. I feel like maybe find yourself a little sanctuary, something surrounded by nature. Breathe in the, nice clean air. Relax. Connect more deeply with your heart here, Aries. Not only is this going to be soothing for your soul, it's going to help you listen to your inner wisdom and gain perspective on the situation. Venture out into a meadow, a forest, mountain, beach, depending on where you live in the world. But if you can take off your shoes, go barefoot if you can, or not, if it's winter somewhere you are, but just get out in nature, take a brisk walk in some crisp snow, depending on where you live. But feel the breeze rushing against your skin. And listen to the sounds of, the birds, depending on, again, where you live. But this is an energy that imagine yourself connected heart to heart with yourself and feel at one with it, okay? This is beautiful energy. Give thanks to, the earth and is always givings to you, and visualize your desires happening and visualize the manifestation of your dreams, right? And what you have, what life has already brought you and what is happening in your life currently. I feel like you're going to get a lot of perspective with that. Now we have She Who Dreams. Now this is masculine energy as well. We all have feminine, masculine energy, so don't let the sex fool you. But this is that energy of escape, dreams, and fantasy here for you, Aries. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're doing a lot of dreaming, a lot of fantasy, a lot of trying to get out of, get in touch with yourself, but get out of touch with everything else. I feel like, again, this is a sanctuary energy where you're trying to get in touch with your dreams. Maybe you keep a dream journal by your bed. Maybe you record them for you. But, you occasionally disappear to give your doubts and worries a much needed break. Like I said, you need the sanctuary. It's calling on it much here. I feel like let your soul be impacted by everything, the foolish of notions every day. When you acknowledge the power of that mental escape here, you can begin to see which of your fears are real and which are unreal. And you're also going to learn which your fantasies are closer to reality than you ever thought. So this insight is the gift of this card. So I feel like it's beautiful, powerful energy for you. Now, these are Ask an Angel cards for you. So we're asking some angels what we have in store for you. Now, you got the Divine Justice here, Archangel Chamuel here. I like this for you because this is powerful in terms of love. It's very powerful in that essence, but this is who sees God. So divine spirit, however you holy, however you see fit, but this is divine justice, okay? So it is the perfection that exists in all things. So everything that happens to us, propels us forward, okay? Even though certain events may be sad or painful, right, from your higher perspective, it is still a perfect and unsynchronized dance, is when we stop seeing things as positive and negatives and seeing beyond that into that higher truth. That's when we see our divine, right? Divine justice is here really kind of telling you it's about understanding perfect order that exists both in life and in our lives. It's about seeing that deeper meaning here that exists behind, you know, all of the events that you've experienced and are experiencing and will experience, right? So see how every event's taking you to where you need to be, right? See the patterns that have occurred in your life. So ultimately, the most important, see the part you've played in your own life. You know, the universe kind of dances around and through your life, but how you respond makes up the experience, right? So it's time for you now to, you know, see that deeper meaning behind your experiences and becoming responsible for your reality. It's time to, you know, for complete honesty, essentially, with yourself. And it's not an easy trick, right? But to go down that road, but it's beneficial to you in the long run. There is no such thing as action without consequence. You know, for every action, there is a reaction. We've, you know, whether that to be a manifest something, experience, love, or loss, or simply learn a lesson, right? But this is pleasant or painful, you know, that's what this is here. We're constantly creating our own reality through how we perceive life and how we choose to act in it, right? So it is not our responsibility here to control, you know, how others act or the consequences they should experience. That's all on them, right? You have to just own your own stuff. If you become clear within our minds here, if, you know, you're self-responsible, you know, you speak and stand in your truth with complete clarity and honesty. And it's not always easy to do that. I'm not saying you're always going to be perfect or that energy, but try to do it the most integral way forward, right? That's when we've already balanced the scales. Then we have to hand over things to the universe and let the divine will be of the divine will. So that's kind of, you know, your energy. And forgiveness here, Archangel Azrael here, or Ezekiel, sorry. This is something coming into you as well. It's important to forgive yourself is to forgive the whole kind of world, essentially, right? You see the mistakes and atrocities, errors in the world, right? But we all, you know, but all these kind of things exist to make up that synchronistic progress of mankind, right? So even if it's through what we perceive as an error, you know, the experience of what is will take us to the next phase, right? Either way. So, you know, this means we get to choose the level we want to operate on. We get to choose what we want to contribute to the whole, right? So the same thing is true in our lives. So what we often perceive as wrongdoings, you know, either from life or other people, it's exactly what propels us forward, right? And creates a change in our life. Often we don't change until something comes up tumultuous and stirs things up, right? Every challenge kind of offers that opportunity for us to learn more about ourselves in life. And that's when we have, you know, the opportunity to offer something valuable back to the world. This doesn't mean we have to choose to put ourselves in danger or unsupportive environments. It just means that we are able to move on, accept life's aspects, and we're able to use them as gifts, right? The same thing applies to yourself. So you have to learn to see the potential for growth in yourself. Each time you make those mistakes, we all have made mistakes and hurt others, whether knowingly or not, right? We've also been hurt by others. So whether, you know, sometimes hurting another is the only way to tell the truth or force them to stand on their own 2 feet and be accountable for their actions in their life, right? There is no right or wrong, good or bad. There's only life, growth, and self, you know, knowledge to be gained from every situation, right? And that's what you're coming into. And this is a time of letting go of past hurts, okay? It is time to see life from a higher perspective right now. Let self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, fill your heart, let it come in, let it happen for you. What do you got to lose here? Nothing but yourself in this kind of reproductive negative energy if you stay in it. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and let the will happen. In your energy for tarot, we have the King of Wands in reverse. Aries, this is your energy here with this King of Wands, and in reverse it's a little bit stern. You know, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but this King of Wands here is very much, what I would say is like, it's self-indulgent a little bit for some of you. Sorry, I have a hair on my face I can't go. This is self-indulgent a little bit. So this could be you or someone around you, but this is maybe taking pleasure in lust, demanding some attention. You will be destructive when determined to cause ruin here. That could be you. Could be getting a little vengeful in some situation, but your patience for something is wearing quite thin, I feel like. You've had enough of someone telling you something. You're not seeing eye to eye with somebody. You're scrutinizing something here. In terms of work and career, I feel like this could represent an overbearing boss or a leader in your life, Aries. Maybe a workmate who, you know, undermines others for their own glory, or an egotistical player, right, who only cares for themselves. So this environment could be a little bit competitive and ruthless in this energy, leaving no space here for fair play or compassion. And in relationships, this definitely warns of falling in love with a person that maybe only here for the purpose of entertainment or pleasure to gain something from you, Aries, which is not something you're willing to do, okay? So be mindful. And then you have the Hierophant Taurus energy clarifying that. So you could be teaching someone something, maybe a lesson here. I don't know if that's what for some of you. But this is, you know, you're being taught or teaching something. It also is traditionally a religion here, a spiritual knowledge for some of you. Overall, this denotes unity and connecting mind, body, and soul, which is going to help you kind of deal with everything around you right now. This could also represent, you know, following or becoming a spiritual leader for some of you. But this is also maybe possible marriage or career progress, but it's something going forward now. I feel like here you're weighing something out. Now we have, look at that, the Page of Cups upright in your obstacles. Now this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, more of a Pisces energy for me, representing the cups there. But I feel like this page here, upright, is very much the dawning of your own intuition. And in the past, you were not connecting well with it. And I feel like it manifests in a sudden realization that is kind of outside of logic, and you like to deal with logic here. And it bears, you know, the mysteries of the unknown, and you really didn't like to deal with that. You find yourself in you know, in maybe an infancy stage here in terms of a relationship, like relearning what it is to bear your emotions to others, and that was possibly an obstacle in this dynamic. This could also represent some sort of the beginning of an emotional time when that self-needs have to be explored and understood before you can move forward. I feel like that's something you're also doing. And then we have the Four of Swords here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy as your clarifying energy. Quite cutting. You're very back and forth this week. I feel like almost this is representing an energy around you and not so much of you, or it could be vice versa as well, but I feel like there's just something here that is, you know, this is kind of stress and withdrawal, but in reverse, this is showing an imposed time out, right? You need to, right? And this is part of your obstacles. You haven't taken that time out, you're going to be doing it. You know, this is creating feelings of isolation, even resentment that blur the potential benefits of taking a step back from work or home or relationships. Don't overthink why you're in this position. Instead, accept this as a period of healing and transition, and that's part of your obstacles. You just are trying to know the answers or know the way forward, Aries. I feel like this is something you're really not going to be able to know your way forward on. Now we have in your influences, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So Taurus, and it's in reverse. So this is, you know, obviously Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You know, but this is enjoying the pleasures of the you know, the pleasures of the flesh purely for own gain. A little bit, you know, seducing the wealth out of others for some of you. But I feel like this could be representing someone very much around you that's kind of bleeding you dry. They have a very selfish attitude towards money that was kind of distracting you from your goals and agreements here. And I think that's what they were trying to do in some ways. But this form of greed may manifest as a disproportionate sharing of wealth or unfair dealings of any profit returns. And I feel like that you're going to be coming to the knowledge of that. That's the influence around you. Somebody that's really trying to bleed you dry here, an unfair situation. Four of Coins is they're clarifying that. So that is, again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But again, this Four of Coins is definitely like, okay, well, you know, here I feel like insecurity around this. So this is, they're using this insecurity to swindle you in some ways. This could be because, you know, there's a reorganization at work and it moves you away from maybe a promotion, or more generally you're finding it tough to save or hold on to money right now because it's just like hit one thing after another and another. I know 2021 at the end of it was a very, you know, interesting time for a lot of people around the collective, I felt, for Christmas and stuff. And everybody went through hard times, you know, this year. But we learned a lot about family and love and appreciation for our family. And I think that was powerful, you know, stuff. So in terms of our root of the energy, we have the Sun card, was the best card in the deck. This is a time of fulfillment and happiness coming into play here. And, you know, this is going to be the root of your energy here. So you are, you know, trying to stay happy, trying to stay positive, trying to keep going. And I feel like that's great energy going forward. Clarifying it, we have the King of Swords. But here again, somebody's coming in to rain on your parade harshly. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So they're really much they're trying really much to, they don't want to see you happy here. So this is a very self-centered, power-hungry energy that wants to control others through fear. And that's what they're doing. Applying to you, I feel like you could be criticized unfairly here or put under huge pressure to deliver on your impossible goal. But this is also showing conflict with some authority figure, maybe legal problems, a corruption of power, a relationship issue that has plenty of mind games. And I feel like that's what it is. It's really stemming here. So, you're trying to have that positive sun energy, but someone's kind of just coming in there and raining on your parade every damn day of the week. In the past, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of king energy here. That's your third king out here, so quite powerful. But this is, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This King of Pentacles in reverse is speaking to the fact that I feel like you're holding on to your coins a little bit tightly in the past, right? But this is also boredom, this drive from mundane but comfortable existences in the past that maybe led you to, a man of power without any imagination. You're seeking entertainment, also could be to the displeasure of others, okay? You're proving to be difficult if someone confronts you in the past, okay? This could be also representing a failure of businesses in the past. Like I said, this dynamic that is someone swindling you here. Other advice is to manage your resources, as there's going to be a colder, energy relying ahead here. But there is no sympathy, support, or equal standing from this person. They just generally are like, when you confront them, I feel like they're like, yeah, whatever. What? And they just feel like they get away with it. And that really blood boils you. Now, it's not going to be for all of you, but that's for some. Now we have the Two of Coins. Now look what that says. A Lannister always pays his debts. So that's what I mean. I feel like you get vengeful in terms of a situation. Now this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But you're very much getting a little spiteful here. There's tension, balance, resources here. It often reveals some cash flow issues, again, because I feel like this person swindled you out of something. And there's a need to choose to where to live, but there's two strong options for some of you, but the message is consistency and attention to detail to keep money flowing and to make choices based on what is actually practical rather than ideal, okay? So, this is also maybe you're going to get some news via email or a letter for you, but it's coming for you, I feel like. Now, in the future, we have, look at that, the Two of Pentacles. Again, the clarifying, right after, in the past, you come out of the Two of Pentacles, you're going into the future with the Two of Pentacles. Why? Because you've got something on, this is somebody that has a debt. They've swindled you out of something, and you're not letting it go. And nor should you. You want what is rightfully yours, and if you can prove it, I feel like you're going to be getting that. But this is signifying the ability to balance or juggle many aspects of your life as well. You definitely had to juggle things to make things work out or stay on your own feet. Maybe balancing it on the job as well to keep this business on track is possibly for some of you. But this is representing a dual nature that has to be dealt with in any given situation, like two sides of that coin, right? This is implying that both sides or parties have to be acknowledged, addressed, and managed, right? This has to get resolved. In life and financial situations, you find yourself going up in one, the world one week and then like sliding down another. And it's, the reason you slid down was a lot to do with that energy. And you very much took a mental note of that. Now you have the Hangman here in reverse as your clarifying energy. So I feel like, in the future, you might go within to just do a little bit of, double checking, clarifying energies, making sure that, before you go forth, you're going to, what you want truly, because that Hangman says, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to gain a higher perspective here. I need to just clarify some things. And I feel like you're going to be doing that. In the overall energy, we have the Page of Wands. So here you are, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is upright. So she's definitely fiery here. I also, this is kind of the beginning of the realization of the power of yourself, okay? The powers that you hold within yourself right now. It reflects a dawn of creativity or an upsurge of energy. You're beginning to feel you understand things more. You have that need to apply yourself to, all avenues that are inherent for you. But the chance to travel to a new and exotic or interesting place could also pop up here for you. And I think that's quite powerful. Now we have, look at that, the Queen of Swords here. Oof. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, very clean, cutting, intellect, logic-minded energy. You're not allowing any emotions to come into play to make you have any sway off course here. You're very much keeping yourself intact in your overall energy. Your environment is the Seven of Swords. So there's a betrayal, somebody that's trying to steal from you here. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but there is someone that is trying to walk away with something that is truly not theirs. And, you know, they're swindling you. Like I said, the swindling here, someone is definitely doing something because this is in your environment. So someone's taking advantage of you. Theft of ideas or concept are going to occur, but there is you know, those around you are stealing and lying, cheating for their own gain. So be very wary of these people in your life, okay? This is a cloak and dagger action. So, you know, it will be also a telltale sign of unfaithful and cheatingness. But those around you who are questionable, keep them at arm's length, okay? And I feel like you're going to be doing that. Clarifying that, look at that, is the Eight of Swords. So this is Tarot's restriction card. So that's what I mean. This energy is trying to keep you in restriction. They're trying to keep you from moving forward. So they're doing it in any form they can. Manipulation, stealing, lying, thievery. However they're doing it to truly manipulate and hold you somewhere. Your hopes and fears are the Three of Pentacles because you're hoping this is hard work and it pays off here. So you're hoping that your hard work is going to pay off, maybe, or you're hoping that this relationship, if you just keep steadily building on it, it's going to pay off. But I don't think that's the case either. So you need to have to understand that this energy is getting grounded within yourself and understanding, hey, look at what the signs are. I can't always fix this, okay? And maybe some things are meant to be fixed. Now we have the Knight of Coins in reverse as a clarifying energy. Again, he's looking at his pentacle. He's really concerned with it. He's looking at it. Okay, well, what has this coin got to offer me? You're very much in, you know, connection with your money, but you lost connection with yourself. Maybe you become a little bit too focused on your material abundance for some of you. But this is a negative, selfish, and expecting energy here. Applied to situation, you're going to be misled here. Like I said, you know, check all agreements before you begin. Someone is trying to swindle you or something. Your outcome is the Moon, illusion here. So there's illusion around you. Something is not being, you know, put through to you correctly. They're definitely misguiding you with a veil of shit. I feel like all that glitters is gold. That's absolutely right. And this is somebody that's really piling it on thick. Be paying. I can't express that enough for you. Now you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is a good energy in reverse because it's saying that run of bad luck is coming to an end. You know, that betrayal is coming to an end. Karma, the Wheel of Fortune, is going to wheel itself in your direction and end the bad karmic energy that's been happening, the swindling, and you're going to get the truth. And I feel like, you know, so it is a good sign for you that the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse here for you. So I feel like just be mindful. Pay attention to the people around you. There's always two sides of a coin, and I think you've only been seeing one. So check that out. Till next time, my friends, namaste.